I hooked up with a blood diamonds dealer in South Africa, and then we took his private jet to like a gorilla reserve in Uganda where we like exchanged diamonds for cash, and then we flew home.
You can't make this stuff up.
Speechless. Speechless. That's how you make me feel. And she said it so casually. She thinks it's a flex. So who is going to tell her that that's not a flex? And as if the things that came out of her mouth wasn't bad enough, this was how the guy interviewing her responded.
Do you know how much better your story is than his?
Yeah.
Wildly better.
I swear, people can make you doubt the reality that you know is reality. Because now the same blood diamond where I know, now these people they talk about are be a different kind they. Is there a different kind of blood diamond that is good and moral and ethical? Is there a different kind? Because these two people have me wondering what is happening. The way she spoke and the way he responded, like, blood diamond.
One of my friends was asking, like, all these, people who are going around the world, destroying the world, and they've been doing it for centuries, like, who is partnering up with them? Who is marrying them and stuff? And I'm like, they are married, they have children, they have wives and partners, right? And I'm like, even the whole idea of like generational wealth, I'm like, all, if not all, their generational wealth, it is tied to our trauma, one way or another. And their spouse, partner, or whatever, they just bask in there like they don't know, so she knows what that man that she met was up to, but she was just like, oh, that's okay, I'll still go out with you. Okay. All the confidence in the world, no shame.
All what she said, but can we quickly talk about the fact that this madam, where I hooked up with a blood diamond trader and I think I've achieved something in life, so let me come on a public platform and tell everybody about it, because saying that will make me appear cooler. Where back to the point I was trying to make before I deviated there. Can we talk about the fact that that's not a very smart thing to do, admitting to this entire experience that she had? Because isn't this some kind of crime that she committed here? Because she participated in an illegal trade of blood diamonds and she didn't report it. Isn't what she did and or didn't do like a felony or something? From what I'm thinking, shouldn't she at least fall under the category of an accomplice to this crime that she so boldly and proudly admitted to that went down? But then again, person not they know finish. I don't know it all, so I could be wrong. So I want to know what you guys think. I'm open to you guys educating me in the comment section, because my goodness, these laws can be complicated sometimes. So I want to know what you guys think. Do you think by her admission to this crime, she had somehow, even if it's in a very tiny way, admitted to committing a crime herself? And I saw a few comments from some people saying that she's possibly lying, which can be true, because let's not forget, we live in a time where some people are willing to do and or say anything for clout and to look cool to people. So yeah, she could actually be lying about this experience, but that still makes her a very strange person. But if she's telling the truth, because I know there are women out there who is doing this, so yeah, this particular madam could be lying, but there are actually women out there who is doing this. But back to madam, if she is actually telling the truth here, reason number 2 why she is not very smart for admitting to this is because this man that she was dealing with, or rather man that she dealt with, is a dangerous person. That person is violent. That person is a criminal who, of course, I am sure, wants to not be caught for their crimes. And anyone who is willing to deal on blood diamond is someone who is willing to do anything to secure their bag and secure their freedom. But here she is sharing their dirty business online. She obviously must not care for her life and the safety of her friends and family. This video went kind of viral-ish on TikTok. It had duets and stitches, but who really knows how far this video actually went? Just imagine the people she was talking about. If she's actually being honest and this really happened to her, this was an experience she had. Just imagine these men, violent men, dangerous men. Imagine them coming by this video. She's obviously a loose cannon, just yapping and yapping away. Do you think these violent men, these dangerous men, these men who are into very shady, illegal, criminal activities, do you think they would take very lightly to such a loose cannon just being out in the wild and about there? But one thing is for sure though, if this story is true, it just shows you the kind of person that she is, isn't it? She's not a very good person. She's not a very ethical person. She don't have, this moral stuff that people keep talking about. She obviously don't give a damn about it, right? Because, for her, money over everything, I guess. F ethics, F morals, F humanity, F the suffering of people, F the people who are getting exploited. All of that don't matter. What matters is money. And she rode a private jet, so yay, I'm guessing was the reaction she was expecting from us. Abi? I swear, some of the people we share this planet with, for real, sometimes I just cannot deal. I just can't. It's sad. It's a sad, selfish world we live in. But anyways, guys, I'm going to be leaving this video here. Thank you very much for watching. I cannot wait to hear you guys' opinion down below in the comment section. Let's continue this conversation there. As always, we go there home. I would see you guys in the next one.
Hooked up with a blood diamonds dealer in South Africa, and then we took his private jet to like a gorilla reserve in Uganda where we like exchanged diamonds for cash, and then we flew.
Whenever I see videos like that, I'm always reminded of how fickle Black humanity is to many white people. That the many acts of violence involved in our exploitation will always be an anecdote to someone who has the privilege to just ignore what's going on. And I know this video is old, but as she says in the video, she's well aware that who she was dealing with was a blood diamonds dealer, which indicates an inherent level of exploitation and violence that Black bodies are undergoing. And I know we've seen videos of that guy trying to justify the exploitation of Black bodies by saying that they need the labor in order to generate wealth because diamonds are something that the West covets from the poorest countries in the world. I'm not going to play the video, but the video was posted by Tracks NYC if you want to go see it. And I think the most glaring thing that's missing from the conversation is, even though he tries to justify that this is a way for them to generate income, he's not saying that most of the income generated from those mines aren't being seen by the people they're exploiting in order to get the diamonds in the first place. We all know that he doesn't actually believe in the morality of his actions. And even if he does, he has convinced himself of this false altruism because he needs to justify in some way, shape, or form the violence and exploitation that he's directly participating in. And the tactic is always dehumanization or patronization by saying that we are benefiting from the violence that they are inflicting on us. I guess what I'm trying to say is there's no point in trying to appeal to the morality of someone who has convinced themselves that violence and exploitation are a necessary part of how we live our everyday lives. I'm looking at these 89,000 people who like the video, who probably have walked away thinking that this process is good for the people actively being exploited and underpaid for the work that they're doing for hours and hours on end.